Hey there guys, welcome to the release video, I guess, for Project Aura. A game I did a while back and someone told me that it was released and I was like, yeah, okay, let's play it, why not? Alright. I guess we go with campaign. Do the tutorials, interesting. Introduction, first colonies. You know what, let's go through the tutorial. Sure. And then we may play a little bit of the game. I just want to, you know... I remember this game, and I was like, ah, seems kind of interesting. Okay.
Greetings, citizen of the 21st century.
Hello, GLaDOS.
Welcome to Project Aura, the codename for the global program launched in response to climate threat. You have established a connection with a colony from the future through our software, which has the ability to create this link in time. Designed as part of the training system, it is my mission to show you the essential aspects of the control of a colony. Okay. Let's begin. We will start by learning the controls to move the camera.
Learn them.
The camera can be zoomed to the edges of the screen with the mouse pointer, or by using the keys WASD. Move the camera using the keys Excellent. Now, rotate the camera by holding down the right mouse. Similarly, you can rotate the camera by moving the mouse up and down. It is also possible to zoom in and out. Now that you are familiar with the basic controls of the camera, let's move on to the command center.
Okie dokie.
The command center is the most important building in the colony. It supplies energy, generates the protective dome, and is the main store. To access the colony's main store, click the inventory button. Correct. Okay. You have opened your inventory.
Correct. You won.
At the moment, it is empty, but the inventory will show us any objects we pick up from now on.
Okay.
I am sending you an object from the Vital Reserve. To help you find your objects, there are a number of categories in the inventory.
Plastic, metal,
Select the electronics category to find the new Correct. Now, let's look at the features of the object received.
Right.
Place the mouse pointer. It's a generator improvement. Let's put it to use.
Okay.
Energy is an essential element in the colony. It can be controlled, along with other aspects, by using the management bar. The management bar can be found at the bottom left of the screen. Click on the battery icon located. Well done. You have opened the power management window. From this window, you can see the main generator. The generator is constantly running, producing a flow of energy that is essential for the colony to function. Okay. Some of this energy goes to the projection of the dome, and the surplus goes to the energy store. To increase your energy production, you can place components in the slots available in the generator. Place the amplifier in one of the slots in the generator by dragging it from the inventory. Good job! Now the generator has increased its production. Good energy production will make your colony develop faster, and at the same time, less vulnerable to the outside climatic threats.
The rain.
Congratulations! You have completed the first step of your training. I invite you to continue your tuition by completing the next tutorial.
Okay. Alright. So... It's a bit loud, so I need to turn it down a little bit, which I'm going to do at the beginning of this tutorial here.
We must create the necessary conditions in the colony to house the largest number of inhabitants. We will click on the construction icon located in the management bar.
Oh, right.
From the list of available buildings, select the residential block.
Oh, this here, okay. Residential.
Excellent. From this window, you can see all the templates available for each building. At the moment, there is just one, but you will be able to create new templates better suited to your requirements later on.
Right.
Build a residential block. To do this, place the mouse over the template and drag it to a valid position in any of the platforms.
Okay. So there?
Very good. Now that we have the residential block, we can receive the first inhabitants. Only the most advanced colonies can accommodate such a large number of citizens. The vital reserves house a number of colonists ready to join our cities. For information on the availability of new citizens and other vital reserve operations, use the bar on the left side of the screen. Click on the Available Humans button. Next, we will incorporate our first citizen into the colony. Select the citizen you would like to incorporate and double-click on him, or click the Awaken button.
So I guess we go with Vernon Wise, the pilot?
Good job. Now the Vital Reserve will send us our first inhabitant.
Okay.
The command center has a portal that can transport people and objects from the outside. Each new citizen that arrives at the colony will do so via this portal and will go to accommodation available in the colony. Incorporate the 4 remaining citizens to your colony.
Awake, 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 and awake.
Congratulations. Our colony now has 5 inhabitants.
And I guess they'll all run over to... Okay. Well, that was a very quick one. Alright. So... Yeah.
The cornerstone in the development of a colony is its people and the role they play within it. In this tutorial, we are going to build buildings for our colonists to work in. Let's start by giving them their accommodation. Click on the building icon from the list of Build a residential block. You can rotate the building using the mouse wheel to place it wherever you like. Let's now build a new building, a seaweed farm. Once again, from the list of buildings available, select the Build a seaweed farm. You can press the Control key to see the compartments that make up the building more clearly.
Where does the seaweed farm go? Okay, so if we put it like here?
Excellent. At the seaweed farm, wild seaweed is brought in from the outside to be processed and turned into food.
Can't I click on any
Now
of
we
these
need
things?
workers for the building. Click on the Available Humans icon. As you can see, there is only one citizen. It is a junior citizen with a director profile. Select the available citizen. Very good. Our colony has its first inhabitant, but he's unemployed.
Right.
Let's assign our colonist the task of directing the seaweed farm we built earlier. Click and hold the left mouse button on the seaweed farm. Place the cursor over the organization chart option. This is the organization chart window and shows how a building is organized. At the moment, there is only one node showing the building we have just built.
Yeah.
Via the organization chart window, we can assign the task and job that each worker will carry out. Now, let's see the citizens who are currently unemployed. On the bar at the top right, we can access the lists of colonists. This is the search window. From here, we can search for any of our colonists by rank and profile. The rank or category of a colonist indicates their overall skill level and can be junior, senior, master, or super engineer.
Super engineer.
The profile, identified by a characteristic helmet, indicates the most suitable profession for our colonist.
Okay.
You can position your mouse over each helmet for more information.
Already did.
Similarly, right-clicking over a colonist from the list provides you with more detailed information. From the list, under the category Junior and the profile Director, drag a colonist to the Seaweed Farm organization chart. As you can see, the chart now has another node that represents the worker. Now, we will give him the task of running the building. Hold down the left mouse button on the good job.
Like that.
Our seaweed farm now has a director. As you can see, the building node has more connectors where other elements can be placed. The first node will always be connected to the worker we have selected to direct the building. The remaining connectors represent each production line the building is made up of, to which we will connect blueprints. A blueprint is a work plan of the information necessary for that building's production line to function.
Okay.
We will now use the blueprints we have in the inventory. Drag the 2 blueprints in the inventory to the organization chart. Excellent. Before we continue, let's make the chart window bigger.
So I need
Drag the
farmers.
resize button to enlarge the...
Yep.
Perfect. There are
Okay.
also other options to help you organize yourself more effectively. You can zoom in and out of the organization chart using the mouse wheel.
Got it?
You can select one or more nodes and drag them into your preferred position. You can move through the organization chart by holding down the mouse wheel and moving the mouse.
Right.
To remove a node, you
Or
would
right-click.
select it and press the delete key.
Okay.
Now connect the 2 blueprints in the chart to the building node.
Like that.
The next step is to connect workers to our blueprints. Open the available humans window.
Okay, 2 farmers.
Now,
Two
directly
farmers.
from the available humans window, drag the 2 available citizens to the organization chart.
Whoops. Okay, so here and here.
Excellent. This way the new colonist will be sent directly to the building we want. Now, let's assign each worker to a blueprint.
Okay.
When we connect a citizen to a blueprint, it means he is ready to work on it. The more workers we connect, the more the production line will produce.
Okay.
However, we must be sure that the citizen we connect is the best suited. Both the worker node and the blueprint node show us the ideal profile.
They do?
If the worker's profile and the profile indicated by the blueprint match, the worker's morale will increase.
Okay.
Under the appropriate profile, place your workers in each blueprint.
So what's the profession, algae breeder? Where's the profile thing that they're talking about? Okay, so so it says perfect profile is farmer. Right, so we've got 6677766, and we've got 777. Yeah, okay. So Inez Williamson is better, and this looks exactly the same except for this gives more food, I think. So we'll put Inez Williamson on that, and then Marie Sutton on that, I think.
Good job. Now all we need to do is start production.
Right?
Right-click on the blueprint for seaweed fattening. In this window, you can see all the blueprint information in detail.
Seaweed. We
Positioning
need
the
seaweed
mouse
and
over each
fertilizer.
element gives us additional information. To produce treated seaweed, in addition to energy, we will need wild seaweed and fertilizer.
Okay.
I will send these materials to your inventory. Now that you have the necessary materials, click on the play button to start production.
I clicked on play. Did I not click on play? Okay, so that's paused. Oh, I have to click on play here?
Excellent. Our seaweed
Okay.
farm has started production. We are transforming our wild seaweed into treated seaweed, but there is one more step needed to make it edible. This way, it can be used to feed the inhabitants of the colony.
Alright.
Now, open the dried seaweed blueprint. Start up the dried seaweed production line.
So you just need fed seaweed, and you produce seaweed portions and some water portions. Okay.
You have started to produce portions of seaweed. Congratulations, you have completed the 3rd tutorial. To continue your tuition, I invite you to complete the next tutorial.
Okie dokie. So far, it seems not very visual and pretty complicated. Kind of cool. As I remember,
a rare commodity
Okay, one
these
sec.
days, and your colonists have placed their confidence in you to provide them with the sustenance they need. For this tutorial, we will incorporate one of the first colonists to the city. Click on the building icon located in the management bar. from the list of available buildings, build a residential block.
Now, one of the problems I'm having here at this point is...
Now that we have accommodation, let's incorporate the colonist. Select the citizen from the list and double-click on him, or click the Awaken button.
Okay.
Great. Let's move on to
this could all be done in one.
First inhabitant's
this
food.
Is the problem I'm having right now.
Click on the food icon located in the From this window, you can control the food available for the colony and its rationing. At the top is space for the development of menus, and at the bottom, the larder.
Okay.
Let's start by supplying the larder. Only foods that are inside the larder can be used to feed our colonists.
Okay.
Open the inventory. Select the category Organic. As you can see, I have sent 10 portions of seaweed and 10 of water. Drag the 10 portions of seaweed and water from the inventory to the larder. Good job. Okay. Now that we have supplies, let's prepare a menu.
So we put food.
Drag the seaweed and water from the larder to any free space in menu 1. Now click on the button to activate menu 1. By checking a menu as active, we are setting out the food that our colonists will eat every day.
Okay.
We have configured the colonist diet as 1 portion of seaweed and 1 portion of water per day. As shown in the information window, we have supplies for 10 days.
Oh, okay.
We will incorporate a new colonist to see the effect this has on our supplies.
Well, it will halve it. I can do maths.
Open the available humans. Select the colonist from the list and double-click on him, or click the Awaken button.
Or wait for the thing to be done. Okay, so yeah, just like a little bit quickly. So it doesn't seem very visual, is what I'm getting, you know, like it's kind of teleport to there and then they're gone. You don't see people like wandering about, things like that. You don't have like you know, people constructing things or anything like that. You don't need, it doesn't look like you need the resources precisely. So it's interesting. I seem to remember this being a game which I thought was cool, but was a little bit micromanaging for me. And that's actually something that they do say in the game, like details. It does say micromanagement. It does mention that. Let's just have a very quick look here at the Project Aura descriptor, just so you guys can know, like, you know, if you're interested in it, what you're kind of getting in for. So Project Aura is a micromanagement game where you lead a colony of climate disaster survivors. You have been assigned the mission to build a habitat capable of survival in this new unknown world. Possibly in the future, we're not really sure. Okay, so that gives you a basic idea of what we're looking at here.
Very good. Now, open the food menu. Our forecast of food supplies has dropped from 10 days to 5 days because they now have to be shared between 2 people. Let's find out what effects food can have on the colonists. Hydration, nutrition, and morale are 3 values that, on a scale of 0 to 100, affect a colonist's health. All colonists start with a value of 50, however this value will go down daily. The food will help to recover the colonists' hydration, nutrition, and morale values. To find out the benefits that each food provides, simply access the information. Position your mouse over the seaweed portions. Very good. As you can see, the seaweed provides 5 nutrition points.
No morale, no hydration.
Now position your mouse over the portion of water. The result is that the seaweed provides 5 nutrition points and the water a further 5 hydration points.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that neither the seaweed nor the water provides morale directly, we earn 2 points due to the variety on the menu. The difference between the points provided by diet and the daily depletion is applied to the hydration, nutrition, and morale values of each colonist. If any of these values reaches 0, the colonist will die or will leave the colony.
Okay.
Now, let's see the effect of adding a new food to the colony's diet. Open the inventory.
To close the inventory
Select
on me.
the organics cat to
Okay.
place the 10 tomatoes in the larder. And now, drag the tomatoes. As you can see, the benefits provided by this
tomatoes
new menu
give
have mainly
Hydration,
improved morale.
nutrition, and morale. Okay.
The more advanced colonies will usually have alternative food to seaweed, and even specialist buildings for the preparation of more elaborate having a source of food in addition to seaweed
I didn't realise
will
that
bring
would skip
happiness
the
and
thing.
prestige to your colony.
Congratulations, you have made great progress in your training, but there is much more to discover. I invite you to continue to the next tutorial.
Did they change? Wait, these ones were 10 to 15 to 20 and 10 to 15 minutes, really? We can go for 20 minutes total. Alright. I guess if you play it out, you know, and take your time with it. All about markets.
During the genesis of Project Aura, it was decided that a market should be built as a means of supporting the development of future colonies.
As in,
In it,
colonies
each
in the
corporation
future.
would trade their cause-related objects. Open the market panel. To do this, click on the icon located in the management bar or press the 1 key. From this window,
Okay.
you can check the market of each corporation by clicking on their logo. Select the Eco
so we've got
Corporation
Vital
market.
Reserve Market, Eco Corporation, Neo Industrial Corporation, Cosmos Corporation, oh wait, what's that? Conservatives Corporation Market. Okay, yeah, yeah, it's an interesting game. Again, I don't like. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure I said this last time. It's not really my game. It looks kind of cool, like, but I need a bit more visuals and a bit less kind of micromanagey techy stuff. A lot of the time, it does depend.
Now select the Organics category. Great. Here you can see all the items offered by the Eco Corporation available in the Organics category. A left click on any of
So
the
how do you
items
earn
will add
money?
1 unit to your purchase list, and a right click will remove it. Click on the seaweed item until you have 3 units on your purchase. As you can see, the products added to the purchase list are displayed at the bottom of the window, where you can also see information on the money. Now right-click on the seaweed item until you have reduced the amount. Place 1100 seaweed pieces on your purchase list. Remember that click and shift will go up in 25s, control in 100s, and control and shift 1000s. Click on the number under the item to enter the amount manually. Now to make the purchase, click the purchase button. Good job. When
Thank
it
you.
comes to buying and selling in the market, it's important to know that in this environment of survival, making major purchases will increase the price of items significantly.
So now this, instead of
Buying
being
seaweed
1,
again
it's
will now
110.
cost more synthetic coins,
Yeah.
SC. And as you would expect from a market, you can also sell your surplus. Continuing with your training, open the inventory by clicking on the inventory button. We are going to sell 100 seaweed pieces, but first you need to separate them from the exit. Hold down the shift key and click on seaweed in this window. You can input the amount of seaweed you would like the stack to contain.
Okay.
Great. Now your stack of 100 seaweed pieces. Open the market window by clicking on the button.
Right.
With the market window open, right-click on the stack of 100 seaweed pieces that was created in the inventory.
Gotcha.
You have just sold one. If you sell something by mistake or simply wish to recover it, it will be possible. Let's recover the 100 seaweed pieces.
Access the market.
To do this, you must access the
Is
market
it this?
again.
Buy back.
Open the market panel.
Okay.
Click. As you can see, here are the 100 seaweed pieces you just sold. Recover the 100 seaweed pieces. Remember that holding down the control key when you left-click on an item. Excellent. Just a few more details needed. I have just sent you a radar. Open the inventory to find it.
Okay.
Now, select the category. A radar is a component that speeds up the work rate of the ships on the outside, but one is not going to be enough. We need to buy more. To find out if an object is available, simply drag and drop on the market button. Drag the OK. In doing so, the market window has opened in the category where it can be bought.
Okay,
if you
so
discover that an item is not available, the window will not open. Let's buy the radar now. Click the purchase button. We can't buy this item because, in addition, every corporation has its own influence documents. Each white influence documents are valid for the... I'm going to send you a magenta document. Now, buy the radar. Good job. We now have 2 radars. It is important to note that selling these objects does not recover the amount of influence they may have cost. Congratulations.
It doesn't tell me how I earn these things, though. I guess, like, doing missions, maybe? I don't know. And this one's on your own. I think we'll just do the tutorial, guys. Because, like, what we'll probably do is we'll have a look at the options for, like, how the game plays and, like, the campaign. And if there's a sandbox, we'll, like, check those things out. We probably won't get in depth to any of it.
Garbage is an abundant resource from which it is found in moles, large balls that become randomly dislodged by the seabed. In order to locate and extract them, you will need ships to which you can assign the task of extracting the organic waste, plastic and metal. In this tutorial, we will make an autonomous product. Let's begin. As ever, before you can introduce new click on the construction icon located in the management bar. From the list of available at the bottom right of the window, you can see the list of materials needed for the construction of the building.
Alpha polymer.
By starting a colony, the Vital Reserve will send you basic food and a stockpile containing construction to obtain the construction materials needed to build the residential building. Open the stockpile, which you can find in your inventory. Now that you have the materials, build the residential building.
Built.
Well done. We can now incorporate our first colonists.
So they've added a little bit
for available humans and incorporate the colonist director.
Renee Noble. Hey Renee, how you doing? Or Ren, maybe Ren.
To ensure the colony can provide enough food to its inhabitants, for the time being, we will use the portions of water and seaweed sent by the Vital Reserve. Click on the food icon located in the Open the inventory and select the organics category. With the food panel open, right-click on the seaweed and water. Good job. Drag the seaweed and water from the larder until we can be completely self-sufficient. We are going to start producing our own water. For information on how to do this, you can use the resources window. Press F2 to open the resources window. Drag the water icon from the food menu to the resources window and drop it onto any free space under produced mats on the right side. Great. The resources window now shows us information on how to produce water. In the center part, you can find the blueprints, which you can use to produce it, the building and module where it can be connected, and the workers needed. The left side shows the list of materials needed for production and information on energy consumption and maintenance. The right side shows materials that will be produced and an estimate of the value the production could have in the market. From the blueprints that are displayed in the center part of the resources window, click on water Great. Starting on the left side, you can see that to desalinate water, no object is required. It has a low energy consumption, and the line will require maintenance.
Squeezing.
According to the right side of the window, desalinating water will get us water portions and salt portions. And according to the information in the center part, the module required for the production is a desalination plant, where there will be an ideal job for a colonist with an operator profile. Click on the button of the building that appears in the resource. By using this shortcut, you have direct access to the building's construction window required for this production. The stockpile opened at the beginning already. Build. Good job.
Thank
Let's
you.
open the organization chart for this building. To do this, position the mouse over the... Now, let's use a shortcut to quickly know the blueprints that can be used by a constructed building. Hold down the left mouse button on the desalination plant, and when the floating menu appears, hover. Great! This shortcut opens the resource window. In the central part of the window, you can see the water desalination blueprint.
Yeah.
Drag the water desalination blueprint from the resources window to the organization chart. Remember that if you drop on the building node, it will automatically connect.
What? Like that?
Perfect. This is a quick way to acquire the blueprints a constructed building
Oh, okay, I
needs,
see how that
instead
works,
of
yeah.
having to search the However, very few blueprints are available on the market,
You need to
and you will
craft the
need...
rest,
Now
okay.
let's connect the elements of the organization chart. A quick way of doing this is by using the autofill option.
Autofill?
Click on the building node of the desalination plant to select it.
Oh, that. Okay.
Now, click the autofill button. As you can see, both the
Okay.
director who we awoke at the beginning, as well as the blueprint, are automatically connected to the building's node. Let's now find the workers needed for each blueprint. As indicated in the nodes on the organization chart, you need an operator profile for the desalination. Open the available humans window. The vital reserve will keep a number of
Oh,
available
goddamn, sorry.
recruits for the colony, which we can request for a modest price. Click on the recruit button. Select the operator's helmet and click OK. Placing the mouse over each helmet will show the profile it corresponds to.
Cycler operator, there we go.
Great. We now have the ideal profile for our blueprint.
Hello,
We
Maria
open
Wolf.
the desalination plant organization chart. To do this, right-click on the desalination. Now, drag the colonist from the available humans window to the organization chart and connect him to the ideal blueprint. If you really good job. Now we just need to start producing. Right-click on the ward, click the play button, and now activate the infinite production option.
What? Where's the infinite? Okay, there we go.
Great. Your desalination line will now work indefinitely, and if it stops for any reason, it will automatically start up.
Okay.
And now that you have a guaranteed water supply, let's build a ship to obtain resources from the outside. Click on the construction button in the management window, or press 4, and then build the alpha hangar.
Which one? This one? The platform requires a hub station in order to construct buildings on it. Check your setup. Okay. Well, I don't know what that means, but let's build a hangar like here, I guess. Okay.
Excellent. Now hold down the left mouse button on the newly built hangar. Great. Let's take a look at the productions the hangar blueprint will allow us. Click on the gear button.
Okay.
These are all the productions available for this blueprint. Later on, via means of technology, you'll be able to unlock new ones. Choose the production, organic extraction, and press OK. According to the information in the resources window, with this production, you will assign your ship a mission to extract organic waste, which you can later sell or process at a recycling plant.
Okay, organic garbage.
Open the newly built hangar organization chart. Simply right-click on the build. Drag the Alpha Ship Missions blueprint from the resources window to the Alright. Now complete the hangar organization chart. As ever, you will need a director, and as the blueprint shows us, a pilot as the ideal profile.
Okay. So we need a director. And a... Oh, well, just stop that, sheepy. Versatile pilot. There we go. Pilot, yes please. Director. Come on, Rodrigo. Unfreeze. Unfreeze.
Great! Now all that's missing is a ship for the pilot.
Okay, we need a ship.
Open the market and go to the Vital Reserve Ship category. And now we're going to learn a new shortcut.
So
You can drag objects directly from the market to the organization chart. Drag the alpha ship from the market to the start up the alpha ship blueprint. Remember to activate the infinite production option. Now that you have a supply of organic waste, let's see what can be done with it. Hold down the left mouse button on the hanger, and when the floating menu appears, hover over the crafting info option and drag the organic garbage that appears under produced mats on the right side of the resources window. Then drop it on the left side under required mat. Excellent. You can now see what can be produced from organic garbage.
The recycling and
the building needed to process it is the recycling plant.
Okay.
Click the recycling plant building. Build the recycling plant building.
Okay. Let's not put it there. Oh, it's got a... Am I playing Tetris? I feel like I might be playing Tetris. Okay, so that's not going to fit beautifully, but we can put that there for now.
In the recycling plant, you will be able to recover anything useful from the waste brought in from the outside on your ship. Now, let's configure the organization chart. Configure the recycling plant organization chart by placing the blueprints and the workers needed in accordance with the information from the resources window.
Okay, so put that in there, and then we need a director, and we need a recycler. Okay, we need recycler and director. So director, yes, and then, oh, stop it. We need a, there we go, recycler. Okay. Do we get two? There's 2 colonists, so I guess we get. Apparently, operator is like a baby, possible. Put that down there a little bit. Come on, Roxanne. Roxanne.
Excellent. Open the recycling blueprint by right-clicking on its node within the organization chart and clicking the gear button. From the list of productions, set the infinite production option from the Congratulations! You have completed the 6th and final tutorial. You now have the essential knowledge to activate your first colony.
Okay. Yeah, this is now ready to do the campaign. Thank you. So campaign assistant in Project Aura. We use campaigns as a fun way to introduce you to the characteristics of the game, and we reserve the true experience and discovery of the history of your faction for each time you activate a colony. Okay, so just new game. Okay, so you've got the campaign, which will take you, I guess, it's like a part, tutorial maybe. Like it's not a tutorial, it's part of the game, but you learn stuff as you go. And then you've got the primary ideologies of the future are embodied by corporations. Will you align yourself with one of them or try to forge your own path? So you can go with different guys, or you can go neutral. Got your colony, Baham, claim your colonist, add your own colonist to the game. Oh. So you can make your own colonist, I guess, okay. And packing, activate your colonists. Colony threat, climate disasters, social events, logistical challenges, affinity quests, construction pack, energy pack, explorer pack, okay. So, we won't do this because, I don't know, yeah. Let's go to campaign and let's have a look at this very quickly. See what we've got here. So, I think it's quite cool. I think maybe it took a while to come out, and, you know, you've got things like Surviving Mars, and, like, there's no visuals to this aside from the colony, and the colony is very basic. The station will enable you to activate the platforms on the outermost ring, thereby enable you to go efficiently, but let's do a step sure. Each time you activate a colony, you will also receive the necessary resources to set. So I think what maybe happened here, and I'm not gonna say for sure yes or no. I think what maybe happened here is they made this game, and it's quite complicated, and there's a lot of micromanagement and stuff. And they had the tutorial, and that wasn't enough. So the campaign seems like it's kind of here to be like, learn more as you play, which, you know, is a decent way to do it. It's just it seems like a fairly complicated game. Each time you activate the colony, you will also receive necessary resources set in motion. Materials are in your inventory, ready to be unpacked. So, quests, packing list. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we've got green blueprint. Use it. You click on it to convert into a usable green blueprint. Alpha ship mission. Okay. Send a ship for... Alpha ship blueprint. Oh, I've done that though. Okay, so... What? Okay. Send a ship for plastic extraction. So we'd have to build a ship place. Which would be... So let's just have a look at stuff. It doesn't really matter if we're paused or not, to be honest. So we've got like the seaweed farms, and we've got template 2, which you can build 2 of them. And then we've got like the electro refinery, and you've got different templates. Technology to build all the modules. What module is that? Chemical plant. So you've got the chemical plant, you've got the electro refinery, what else? We've got recycling plants, desalination plants, botanic garden, assembly tunnel, plastics factory, prefab factory, omega hangar, different hangars, industrial kitchen, entertainment center, care center, and you've got different corps. You've got the workshop, which is, okay, yeah, it's just that. So we've got the market where we can buy all these things. Stockpile. Basic construction materials needed. We can buy those for 5,000. We have 50,000. Mixed blueprints. We can convert these into different things. So, for example, we can go in here and go like, oh, assembly or eco-core, farm cereal, whatever we want. We can only use this one, apparently. None of the others. Okay. Then we have the quests. We have the cryogenics room for more people. We have the food thing that we've already seen. The power thing. Don't know how the power thing. Auto energy mode can't be modified. Use one of the manual modes, numbered from 1 to 5. Okay, so we have different, like, I don't know how this works at all here. I'm gonna be honest. Got shields. Got like amplifiers, generator, accumulators. Interesting. Got health, treatments. Like you've got stat. Hydration for the treatments, illness, apply. Got different illnesses. That's kind of interesting. They've gone in an interesting way, like meteorology. So we put one in there. We need invention, document, green document. Okay. But see, like this is the thing is they didn't go into any of this. You know, I've got no idea how to do that at all. Then we've got the expansion. Don't understand how that works. Like this is the basics, I think. And then no, I'm not really sure. Inner platform. Then we've got the outer platform. Wait, what? Is that an inner platform? Okay, so those are the inner platforms. So it can actually build out further, it looks like. Which is interesting, but again, yeah. And then we've got the relationships, policies, threats, drones. Your affinity, my policies. Junior colonists will search for hostile residential blocks. Drones. Develop weather drone tech. Threats, scope, analyze, action. It's got a lot of stuff here. Like, if you... Like, okay, so let's talk about this game very quickly before we end this video. If you have the time and it's the kind of thing you'd be interested in, I think it could be quite cool. It clearly goes into some depth, which is good because it doesn't focus on like the visual aspects, you know. Like it's very bare visually. As far as I can see, not necessarily a terrible thing. You know, there are a lot of games that go into depth of gameplay and details, and skimp out on the visuals. And like visually, this looks kind of cool. I kind of like the music in the background and everything. you're going to have to dedicate time to this game to learn it, because as I've kind of, you know, mentioned, like, it didn't go into daily maintenance, it didn't really go into energy, comfort, it didn't touch on comfort. This button here, search buildings, this search thing, I don't even know what it is, employed colonists, you know, you've got like all these electrical and plastic things, didn't go into details of those, all of these things, like, this is a workshop. What does it do? Okay, I can't build it. What does it do though? For workshops for maintenance and comfort, so I'm guessing this is like a repairing place, but it didn't go into it at all. You know, you've got a comfort workshop and a maintenance workshop. What? It feels, and I'm sure in this thing, like, it will be a little more. What the hell was the ship I got? Got an alpha ship. Okay, so we go to building, and then we go to alpha hangar, and then we get an alpha hangar. We put the alpha hangar there. And then we probably, we need plastic extraction, so we go to here, go to plastic extraction, we, right click like this, we go to this, and then we do that, so we've got the alpha ships, and then what we want, we need a director, we need a pilot. Okay, so we go to here, we go to here, we go director, we go to pilot. That's not pilot, that is Thurman Kane. You can't await. Okay, so because we don't have housing capacity, so we go to buildings, we go to residential, tech there, so residential, and then we just chuck that in there. And then we do this, and we go hey, and we go ho, and we go so. And then we press play, do infinite. And that should be doing that now. So that's going to go extract plastic. So it's kind of cool, you know, like, we're going to be getting plastic waste, and then we'll do something with the plastic waste. Do we speed it up, maybe? Is there any way to... No food to feed our citizens. So this is that person is doing that. Like, it didn't detail this either, you know. Yeah, I know. So here it comes, and it's getting the plastic. Wait, this is doing... Why is this doing metallic extractions? I told it to do plastic extraction. What? Okay. Well, cool. You. How do I get rid of you? Stop? Yeah. So I told it plastic extraction. It's neither available at the market nor at your inventory. Okay. Well, what we have to do then, I guess, is... Is there a plastic extraction option here? Plastic grinding. Well, there's no plastic. I don't know. Okay, let's leave it at this, because this will get me into, like, you know, really trying to figure shit out. And basically, I don't have the time to get into this game. It's kind of cool, like, you know, maybe if I had a downtime to, like, learn it properly and all this kind of thing. You know, I think I could get into this game, but you're gonna have to dedicate the time, basically, to learn it and to figure it out. I think it could be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how much there is here. This is the only thing. You know, I mean, there are other games that are more comprehensible that you may find enjoying more. It seems kind of cool. I'm not sure I'm really on board with the whole kind of future colony thing. Seems a little weird. You know, why not just be a colony in the future? The fact that you can't really see people walking around and doing things kind of is a little bit off for me. I don't know. It seems interesting at the very least. So there you go, guys. That is Project Aura. Seems like an interesting game. I'll leave it up to you what you think about it. You know, I gave you my basic impressions, and this is just like a release video because it got released like last month, and I covered it before, so why not cover it again on release. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always helps out a lot, and of course, I do really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.